How you doing? We are back. Another live stream. Today we have a very special guest. Somebody I even watch. We're just getting started here. I am trying to tweet and get started. Let's see. We are going. Copy. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're trying to tweet. We're trying to get everybody notified, let people show up here. We are scheduled to have the cat in the house here in about 10 minutes. I am trying to get everybody going. Clear my throat. Got my water here. The cat has been somebody I have been watching for a while now. I think he's been watching me a little while too. It's been fun. We, as Bigkat would say, we are very similar in play. Let's see here. All right. We are just getting started if you're just joining us. Trying to get everybody a link to today's live stream. Bigkat should be with us shortly. So we should probably have him in here. Let's see. Bigkat, if you're watching, please click the link in the stream or in the, what do you call it, in the chat box. Doesn't look like anybody's here yet. Let's see. I think we're looking pretty good here. I'm talking to nobody, so thank you for nobody for joining us. Let's see. Let's see. Add some tags. Save. And let's see if I got it on my thing here. Lots to do. Get this set up so running right. I think we're almost ready to rock and roll here. In just a second. I thought maybe I was going to pee, but I changed my mind. Oh, maybe I can mute my mic. Hold on a second. All right, we are back. We are back. Sorry, anticipate a long stream here, so I decided to take a piss. Waiting for the big cat to get engaged here, get going. If you're here, cat, push or click on the link here in the chat box. We will be getting going here shortly. I think we're ready. 6 minutes here. Call your friends. This is the show. Oh, nice. Click on that link. Click on the link up there. Click on the link. It might ask you to set up something. Maybe not. Make sure your microphone's turned on. Make sure you don't have an additional window open. We are almost ready to go. We are getting the cat set up here just a few minutes. Thank you all if you're just showing up. We are new to streaming. I am an amateur. I'm doing my best over here to get the cat in here. Get a little of the cat's time in between gambling with Ma Kittle. Thank you all for checking this out. You may want to fast forward a little bit. Trying to fill in here a little bit. I'd sing for you, but we'd get copyright strike. How's my sound? Does my sound good? Probably likely to show up here. I'm gonna kick off my boots. Ready for the cat. Nice, nice, nice. Looks like we're hot. Oh, let's see. 4 people here. Everybody's showing up. I'm sure the cat is trying to get this going here. Might have to install a little something. I don't know. Should take just a second. Hope you all are having a wonderful January 6th. Days are leaking off fast. We are waiting here for live stream extraordinaire. Can I hear you? No, I can't hear you. You got to push on that link, and then what's going to happen is going to bring you up in my window. And then I'll be able to add you. See if we can get this worked out in short order here. Oh, Chrome too. Oh, dang. Should be just a minute. He is working with me in the sidebar. I'm trying to get going. Oh, got you. Mac last week. Yeah. Should be pretty easy. I'm surprised you can't use your phone. Let's see here. Twitter. Do some tweeting. Got them starting to show up here. Let's see. Da-dum-dum, da-dum-dum, da-dum-dum. If y'all are just joining us, we are waiting on the Bigkat all the way from Michigan. Talk to us about his adventures with Ma Kittle and taking on Firekeepers. We should have him momentarily. Ah, here we are. We got him. Here we are.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you and I can hear you.
Perfect, man.
The cat is in the house.
I tried to go on through my computer and didn't work out for me, so I just went through my phone here.
Oh, you got it on your phone. That's excellent. Nice job.
Yeah.
So how's the weather in Michigan today?
Oh man, the weather's, well, let me show you how it is. If you could see back there, about 5 or 6 inches, just another day in Michigan. So this is what you don't like to sign up for when you get here to Michigan. It's this weather doesn't treat me well, and I can tell you, but yesterday I had a back procedure done, and been battling back issues for my whole life basically, and I'm just gonna go get a tripod real quick so we can make this real easy.
Yeah,
been battling back issues, so they put a spinal cord stimulator inside me, and I'm doing a trial. Yeah, I'm doing a trial run right now. So we're yesterday I was down for a little bit, but your boy's back in action.
Nice job.
Sorry, it's get a little dark here. I'm just
no sweat. We're new to this. No big deal.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done a little confusion. Not that I'm a high tech guy, but
yeah.
But yeah, what's up with you, man? Everything good? You're in New Mexico?
Yeah, I mean Albuquerque. Everything is totally fine, other than being totally closed. I mean, it's I'm doing okay. I certainly could be doing a lot worse. But casinos are closed. Awfully boring. And the weather's nice. I don't have a whole lot of complaints other than that.
Nice. Yeah, you can't get any action. I mean, I tell you, when we were shut down for those 3 months, you don't realize how much. I mean, since I've been going to the casino in the mid '90s, I don't think I haven't missed a
Oh man, we got you breaking up. We got you breaking up.
Okay. Can you hear me right now? Maybe let me
move
over in this area.
Okay.
So yeah, what I was saying is, after doing something for 25 years, like going to the casino and then not going for 3 months, shit, dude, I was looking for tall buildings.
Yeah, I got a good story about this. My ex-wife told me maybe kind of along the line, same thing. I bet I haven't been out action. This last year is an exception. Coronavirus certainly helped me out, but I haven't been out of action maybe over 90 days of my whole life. like, my whole gambling life anyway.
Yeah.
Just from and it's been all right. I mean, I haven't feel like I'm climbing the walls, but I certainly feel like it's something that's out of my loop where I just can't pop in, play some hands, and then whatever. It's not a distraction I can get anymore.
Yeah. Now you play. You're typically you go double bonus, right? That's your go-to game.
Yeah, I primarily play that. I most of the videos that you see me playing, I play the UltimateX mostly because the action factor, and the action is very high and swift, and it's very high premium to play on that game. But I play on that game, but I'll typically play more of the triple line 25 double. Once in a while triple double. I have not had a lot of luck with that game at all. Actually, there is a version of that game that I really like, but again, between UltimateX and that other game, it's called Super Double Bonus. That's a game you should look for when you're in Vegas. It's a very good version, like the triple double, and very fun. Again, not a whole lot of luck. Same with the UltimateX. No, I have friends that hit like 70,000 coin scores on that game. I think maybe the most I've picked up is maybe 30,000 credits on that UltimateX game.
Yeah, no, it's vicious, man. It's what's so crazy is, I know I say this all the time, but like last year when I first started the channel, I was telling people, do not play these games, man. You're just throwing money to the wind. And then I started showcasing them, and then of course they give you some hits. So you get a hit, you get addicted to it, And so, you say, if I said, "Am I addicted to one game?" I would say I'm addicted to UltimateX Poker, and I can tell you, June of last year, I was 100% negative on that game. I said, don't play it because anytime you got to put extra money to the equation, I mean, we refer to them as carnival games. It's just you're not helping yourself out. In video poker, is the reason why we play it is because we want to at least think we have some kind of advantage.
Yeah, that game, you're never breaking even. You're either winning a lot or you're losing a lot. I mean, that's a very tough game to do very well at. I mean, regular video poker, you can go in and play quarters and stuff for several hours and really just kind of hover around even. That game is the opposite of that. Either you're doing well or you're doing bad.
Yeah, and you only need 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes on a hot streak and it's over.
Oh yeah, well, that one of my biggest videos where I went from $100 to like $1,900, 11 minutes long. It's just, and it feels like an eternity, but literally, it's like a light switch, and you just hit a couple of hands and you're off to the races.
Yeah.
So, man, you drive to the casino in your Tesla, no hands. You just basically jump in, say, "Hey, take me to the casino."
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's only simple because I've done it. But so the story on the Tesla was, I always thought Tesla was out of range for me, and this would have been summer of 2018. Me and my business partner, you see him. He hasn't been to the casino with me lately, but his name's Sean D. And we went to Vegas on a business trip. And so when we got there, we're driving to Red Rock, and on the left-hand side, it's look, there's a Tesla. Let's just go take a peek. Well, 15 minutes later, we're in a test drive in a brand new, 2018. And I'm not a car guy. I'm not a speed guy. I mean, you wouldn't know that by me playing UltimateX, but I'm just it's just not. I'm a pretty melancholy kind of guy, and I hit the accelerator, and we were at the stoplight, and I hit that thing maybe 2-3 seconds later. I looked back, and the people still hadn't crossed over the intersection. I was probably 60, 70 yards past. I mean, I was looking in the rearview mirror, and I said, "Man, this thing." I said, "I gotta have one of these," and I came back home, researched it for about probably a week or a month and a half. Just trying to talk myself out of it, and went with it. But so when I purchased the car, I was a little nervous about the hands-free. I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. I'll use my own hands. Man, the thing's safer. It's safer than two people driving at the same time, which doesn't make sense. But it's just the reality is I'm not going to use it on curves, but which is okay. Once I get on 27, I just put that autopilot on, boom, and if I get up to a car, it'll slow down. It keeps me car links ahead, so it's just a smart car. It's the safest car I've ever had that I've ever been in.
So, like, just like your laptop dying and shit like that, does that thing, I mean, you find yourself out on the road and your battery's dying and you got no place to go?
Yeah, well, so what will happen is you can now the very first week, yes. Sorry if you hear that noise here. Let me move over. Do you hear a screeching noise in the background or not?
A little bit, but not a lot.
Okay. Over in this room, sorry. So the first week actually that I had it, I was driving to a place called Jackson, which is south of Lansing, and what happened was I just didn't calculate. See, in the wintertime, the battery dies quicker, so it dies 30% faster. So when I was driving down there, it said I got caught. I thought, like I said, I'll be all right. Well, to get back home, I didn't have enough energy, so I had to go to a place called Marshall. It said I would get there within battery, and so when I called him up, I said, "Listen, I'm not gonna make it." And he says, "Well, what's the car telling you? Is it stay within 55 miles per hour, and you'll make it to your destination?" He said, "You'll make it." And sure enough, I pulled in with 1 mile left on my battery. So, it's just
talk about cutting it close.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had one other encounter where I pulled in with 0. So I don't know if they allow a little bit for ignorant people like myself, but yeah, it's what happens is if you run out, you gotta call a wrecker. They put on a flatbed, they take it to a charger, and then you go from there.
Oh wow, that is really crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, the only thing I think about is like, your battery on your laptop dying. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
So,
see, the car's so smart. Oh, I was gonna say the car's so smart. Before you even go anywhere, it says, okay, if because everything is done by this 17-inch screen, and when you put in your destination, it tells you right there. It's like you won't make it. You will make it. You need to go to the charger. So it's telling you, like, you really have to have some brains on dysfunct to run out. Not saying you can't. I mean, it definitely can happen, but you have to really ignore the signs. And what's beautiful about Mount Pleasant, when we go to 2 of them mainly right now. The Indian reservations are open. There's Firekeepers. They do not have a charger, but 5 miles away is a supercharger. So you can plug in, and 35 minutes later your car's charged up. But at Mount Pleasant, they do have electric chargers in the garage, so I can go there, plug in, and then come out, and I have a full charge. So that's nice.
Oh, that's cool as shit, actually. Nice. So, you play with a card, don't you?
Yeah, I play 98% with a card.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, them comps. I'm not a card player.
Yeah, I know. I understand too, because I tell you how many times that I've taken my card out and hit something, and I'm like, oh man, this is. But see, my thing is, I'm not a real big. I am a gambler, but I enjoy. I enjoy the comping. I enjoy the comp system more than anything,
Yeah.
because this is here just, and I think you kind of know this already about me is I know when I'm going. I don't know when I'm going to win, and what I'm saying is I know when I go to the casino, the odds aren't in my favor. So
Oh, yeah.
they have the upper hand, and whenever somebody has the upper hand on me, I gotta be real cautious. And so, especially when I'm spending my money, I mean, this is what I work for day and night just to do this, to toss it over. No, we're not doing that. So I have to figure out in my mind, how I can at least have a chance. I feel like the only way I have a chance is comping them. Like I'm actually going out to
Mhm.
Vegas. If you're out there, man, I'd love to see you in February 5th to the 9th. And this place called Gruinger Travel, who I deal with often, they have a VIP trips. Now they like shuttle out of like 20 different cities, and they shuttle right into Vegas, but they're taking care of the airfare, the hotel. We'll get some food in there, and I'm thinking I'm able to take advantage of an offer also. So to grab some free play, they want a shot at me, of course, right? And
Mhm.
I know how the game works, but I'm okay with giving them a shot as long as you guys are doing something for me also. And see, the only way I can get that is by registering the card on, playing with my card. If it
Yeah.
was like the old days when I went out to Vegas and I had to pay for everything, no, I'm not going. It's just
Yeah.
too. I don't have that kind of revenue just to throw into space. You know what I'm saying?
So they pretty much hook you up pretty solid for your action. I mean, which would be close to my action, right?
Yeah, me and you are the same player. I mean,
Yeah.
if you flopped our names in Vegas, they wouldn't know the difference probably. I'm sure. And I feel like you're probably just a step higher in play. You probably play a little bit more stronger. I don't know. Maybe because I've been playing stronger as of the last year and a half. One reason for the channel, people
Mhm.
enjoy seeing it. I do like playing also higher, but again, I always play nickel dime. Well, I always play nickel dime on UltimateX, because that game
Mhm.
is not what it says. If you're a nickel player in UltimateX, you're a dollar player on anything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, but if I'm gonna play single line, I can't play nickels, and that's just me though. I'm not.
Mhm.
I used to play nickels when I first started, and it's just I have to at least go quarter, probably 50 cents, and then even dollar is about as max as I'll get. I can't get into the $5 range right now, but
Yeah, I've thought a little
I
bit
could.
about that. Yeah, I've thought a little bit about that. I wanted to do more videos. I do play the nickel and dime on the Ultimate X. I typically play a little bigger when the take isn't so brutal. But yeah, I mean, I've thought about more of focusing my money towards maybe higher denominations rather than playing nickels Ultimate X. But the Ultimate X gets such a great follow, great view that I mean, and it's brutal, right? Because you're sitting there shoving in money, filming, and you're losing, and you're just like miserable. I mean, that's the worst. You're like, why am I
Yeah,
doing this? Why am I
yeah,
sitting here putting my money in this machine and filming it? Like it's
yeah.
goodbye, goodbye.
hmm
Nice and
Well, and that's the
yeah,
thing
it's
too is.
horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, but like you said though, Ultimate X, man, we play it because I've been on a good Ultimate X run the last probably 3 weeks, and what's amazing about it is it's exhilarating, man. When you're pushing, I had
Oh yeah,
somebody tell me you're playing too fast, and I said, I do understand that. Me and you understand. You look at the bottom row, and you might be playing 10, 100,000 hands. You play until you see that bottom row that has a good hand. Then you're gonna kick it down. Other than that, you're playing every 10 minutes for nothing. So
yeah,
if I have three of a kind dealt down there, I'm gonna slow it down. We're not gonna go speed unless sometimes I feel like, I don't know how you feel on this. I feel like I get a rhythm, and
yeah,
everything with me is like a rhythm. Like I can tell you, like, man, you see how many times I back out of games. I'm moving around. I just haven't caught a
yeah.
rhythm. I'm not feeling it. And but when I'm feeling it, then then I'm sticking right there. And not saying that's how it works or I got some power. I'm just saying it's all about that rhythm. And when you catch a rhythm, man, it's beautiful in that game.
Yeah, I concentrate too. I mean, that's why I don't really say too much. I'm like, okay, I got to hold this camera right here, just play. I try to ignore the camera, but also focus on the camera because you're looking through there to make sure you're good or whatever. But
hmm
I mean, my thing is really this. I really, whatever I'm playing video poker these days is I'm trying to make sure I get it on video, and because I think it's super valuable. And then the other thing is I'm trying to make sure I get it all, whatever it
Yeah.
is, just get it all. I think the videos is great, for the video poker thing, and I mean that's really my only goal. And actually, in my mind right now, the next time I go play video poker, I am committed to, maybe it's going to start nickels, dimes, but I am really going to try to take and parlay that slip and play literally up and, as much as I can go. I mean, really, I'm going to try to just similar to this slot massacre guy, but I mean, I win 1,000. I'm just going to keep going, boom, boom, quarters, dollars, and then see where the video takes me. I mean, that's my plan coming out for the next videos.
Well, that's
because I haven't played in a long time.
Well, and you think about it, for $2.50, like if you got into a single in UltimateX, you could win 12 grand. So that's that's the catch on it. Like, right? You go on YouTube and you'll see somebody got dealt a royal flush times 12 for one, caught lightning in a bottle. Times 12 on a quarter bet, you're talking 120 grand. I mean, on a dollar, what is that? I can't even add that high. 480.
Yeah, the hits on that game are crazy. And see, I worked in a casino for many years, and that's why that's the beautiful thing about that game. There's no other game that has that ability to just parlay money that quickly. There really isn't. It's just I mean, there's no other game like it, and I think that's what makes it fun to stream.
Yeah.
So what was it like your last time in Vegas? I haven't been there in about 7 months, and you've been there a couple times during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I mean, this will be the 4th time already. I went there. I took my Kittle for her birthday last year, and then it was quiet, but it was a rough crowd, if that makes any sense. It was a rough crowd. As we stayed at Caesars that trip. And so I was like, man, what's going on here? But, I found out they were deep discounting everything. People had stimulus money. So, bam, they shot on out, whatever. And then we went, Gruinger got a hold of me. And that was all 4 trips, actually. Gruinger, I guess it must be on the VIP list because they say, we got a VIP trip for you. So it's hard to turn down a trip to Vegas, right, when it's already taken care of. You come up with your spending money and go. But the last time it was pretty busy. I mean, I feel like Vegas isn't. I mean, they probably are, of course, but there wasn't a shortage of people, and we stayed at Flamingo. And again, it was a little rough at Flamingo, but it's just this is what it is. And so people, some were social distancing, some weren't. I guess. If you're afraid of that, then you just should stay because you're not going to get that probably in Vegas. You're not going to get the tidiness in Vegas. That town is ran loose, right?
Yeah, I mean, why go to Vegas when you got that Firekeepers? Man, that Firekeepers seems hot place to go.
Yeah, I'm still. So I showcased, and you probably saw, I showcased every video poker game in Firekeepers. I'm not even halfway through yet. I'm on video 11, and so I'm gonna have to start scaling it back. And so I was playing some of my favorite games. I just record and go for 12-minute segment, 15-minute segment. But and some games I don't play because they're just ridiculous games. But that, just to say that, is they have a ton. You don't realize it because I've been spoiled with Firekeepers here. They've been around for over 10 years now. But then you go up to Soaring Eagle and you go to maybe MGM Grand or Greektown. They don't have the same games as they do at Firekeepers. So they're pretty consistent with all at least the carnival games.
I get nightmares from that lady. Push the button. Push the button.
Golly,
I'm serious. I hear that in my sleep. I'm like, what in the world is that? That's the craziest thing.
Yeah. I took a picture, or I took a video of it a couple videos ago, and it's just a dice game. And people, they're superstitious on that dice game, so they're like, I don't want to push it right away. Well, she's telling them push the button so you can throw the dice. But some people just like to let it run out.
Is Dollar Days at the same place, or is the other place?
So Dollar Days is actually at Soaring Eagle. They call it Double Dollars, and every Sunday now this month, the last few months. So I feel like what they do is they pick certain days that are slower, and it used to be Tuesdays, now it's Sunday. But what they do is they just double your money, whatever your free play is. So typically my free play, I think this month it's $35. They double it to 70. So, typically, yeah. So whatever you get is doubled. My partner Sean, he gets 50, double to 100.
Oh wow! I see you guys eating pretty good over there, so I'm like, wow, man, that's must be juicy.
Well, that's the thing about Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant's food, uh, you know, par. Let's just say par. Let's be polite. They do have a
Wow.
prime rib roast beef sandwich, which is official. That thing's strong. But Firekeepers, they know what they're doing on the food tip.
Nice, man. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about mom a little bit. She 85. You taking how many days a week do you gamble with your mom?
So right now with my Kittle, 85, you're on borrowed time. So, the things that my mother had done for me over my life, I just I couldn't express or give payment back to her for what she's done for me. Um, of course, she doesn't see it that way. She's like, well, I was a terrible this, blah, blah, blah. But, it's just, you could tell by her, the love that she has. She doesn't judge. She's just a person. She's just like anybody else, just like anybody else's mom or grandma, just giving. Sometimes I feel like too giving, but that's who she is. So I made a decision years ago. I said, if I was ever in a position to be able to do stuff for her, then that's what I would do. So we go a couple times. I would say at least once a week. I try to make a casino
Wow.
date with her. Sometimes it gets into a couple times. She's ready to go at any time. Hey, Ma, you ready? Yep. You don't even have to spit it out. So
No shit. She ready to gamble it up, huh?
oh, she's ready to go. She's got stories. Scott, you sit back for 3 years straight. She'd keep going with stories, and you just sitting there giggling and coughing up foam. She's got more stories you can shake a stick at.
And you
But
guys been gambling since forever together, or just maybe more recently?
so how it started was in 10th grade. When I was in 10th grade, it's 1990. I was over at a friend's house New Year's Eve, and she picked me. She was having a card party New Year's Day with her friends, and I needed to be picked up. I couldn't even drive at the time, and so she picked me up. And she says, "Well, you want to sit and watch us play poker?" And I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fun. Who says, yeah, at 16 they want to watch anybody play poker? Well, about 3 hours in, I was a card player. I always played, up here at Euchre's Hot. I played a lot of Shoot the Moon. So I was familiar with cards. I never really played poker. So, but watching them 3 hours in, they say, did you want to play? And I said, yeah, I want to play. So I started with $10 in quarters. We were playing quarter bet, and I ended up winning like $52. And I remember that to the T.
Oh,
And $52 to a 16-year-old, you know what I mean? It's like,
hooked
yeah, I was on.
instantly.
Yeah. So we started playing. I was on a run that year. We started hosting card parties, and we'd host them right at the house. And I was just on a streak, man. I was winning a couple $100 a session. And what happened was we kept playing with all the same guys, and they were all drinking. Well, I was 16. I wasn't drinking, but I think that's where I learned to read people quick, because I learned styles of play, and you learn, how it is. You played poker, you
Mhm.
know exactly what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Is
Have you
there's
played poker?
no, nope,
No,
mm-mm. Is that crazy?
never for you, huh?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, no. That's a lie. So yes, MGM Grand. I said, you know what? I'm going to go down there and play. I went to Detroit. 10 minutes in, I had pocket aces, all in. Boom, lost that hand. Sick to my stomach. I said, I'm never playing again. Never played again.
Wow. There you go.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
Yep. 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 So
That was
I
it.
couldn't take that swing. I couldn't take the emotion, and plus I was new, so I didn't. But I couldn't take the emotional roller coaster of losing that hand, and it was just like I had no I can't believe I lost that. It was just too erratic. So when I watch it on TV and I see people, I feel for them because I know I can go right back to that spot and I know right where they're at. But yeah, so once we started playing there, so in 1993, the year I graduated high school, she took me and my brother. Yeah, she took me and my brother out to Las Vegas, and I'm 18 years old. He's 14. My brother Skeeter, and we walked the strip every day, and I was fascinated. I could sit there and watch. You know, it just is Vegas is amazing. Right when we got off the plane, when we were coming in, it was like playground. It was like, look at this place. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at the lights. Look at the how did they make this? Where's this been? And you know, my
10-cent breakfasts.
Yeah, man, it's just nuts. I couldn't. It was like I tell people about it, and they're like, "Nah, we don't get the same thing you get out of it." I said, "Man, I just don't. You know, it's just that's how my body ticks. You know, I'm not a hunter. I'm not a. You know, my body doesn't. But man, you get me around a casino, the lights, the action, the heartbeat. You know, I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go right now.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely love to gamble. I actually, you know, like you, I've gambled long span. I mean, in this part of my life, I've definitely gambled a lot less, but I'm the same way. I love to take risks, love to play blackjack, love to, you know, do, you know, whatever, right? Let's gamble, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I feel. So, I mean, blackjack, actually not much poker anymore. I just don't have the time, but you know, I just like to, you know, shoot a couple $100, see what happens. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. So,
Yep.
man, oh man, it's super nice to meet you. You know, I watched many of your videos. It's pretty crazy. It's definitely actually, if anything, from being a guy who makes the videos and stuff, it's really fun watching somebody else. I mean, you know, I could definitely relate it. And you know, seeing you score and stuff like that, because I'm the same way. I mean, most of my videos obviously are, you know, not, you know, huge scores, and then, you know, seeing somebody else, I'm always inspired to go out there and go, God, you know, I got to go hit one of these scores. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I feel like is the. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot here. Just
no worries.
Back in the. That's the downside. I feel like if there is a downside, because like I don't want to paint a fake picture to the viewers of. It's easy to do, right? Just take edit till your wins, and you're like, God, the guy was there 3 hours. Look at the hits he had. He must have won $2,000. No, I mean, I ran $2,000 through, you know, to lose, you know, 2,400, or I ran $100,000 or 10,000 through to lose, you know, 10,500. So, you know, it's the glamour is, yes, you got to remember you're seeing highlights. I mean, if we were, you know, I play baseball. If I was going to send you a baseball video, I wouldn't send you the baseball video of me booting a ground ball. You know what I mean? I'm saying you're going to see the video of me hitting it 450 feet. That's the one you're getting. So people have to realize, number one and first and foremost, the number one thing, that's why I try to stress it on the channel, is make sure that you have a goal when you walk into the casino. Make sure you don't get too emotional. Sometimes if you don't gamble 3 or 4 months, you come in, you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take the haymakers, and then bam, you're walking out 20 minutes later pissed off. And so I feel like it's real vital to understand, I lose the same way you lose. I mean, there's no secret. How do you win, Cat? How do you now listen, I'm just a guy who, if you took the same amount of hours I do and you put it up to and video record the screen, you're gonna take the losses. I don't put out exactly how much I spend or how much. I'll usually say I won that trip or I lost that trip, but ultimately you have to understand it's going to be a losing session. Now that's why I'm so high on getting comped, because if I'm going to go to Firekeepers and I'm going to spend $200 or $300 with them, they better feed me like a king. They better give me. They better at least make me feel good, or else I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, without a doubt. I definitely the same way. I mean, if people think that we're doing these videos and it's a mostly winning experience, it's that's false. I mean, that's the same thing too. I'm definitely not critical, but one of the slot massacre guy, like we talked a little bit on the phone. I mean, it's cool to watch these scores, right? I mean, they're very big, and but I think it's also cool to watch like the swings the guy goes on, because it's got to be painful. I mean, even if you have edge, even if you actually have edge in video poker, to realize the amount of hands that it takes to get to be able to squeeze out that. In some cases, it's larger than others, but to be able to realize any type of edge, it's a lot of commitment, a lot of money, a lot of turning over, and a lot of people can't see that. They see scores, they see opportunity, which both we both see, and sometimes that gets a little blurry, definitely blurry.
Well, and he talked the other day. I told him, he said, "Yeah, I lost $7,000." So for me, if I lost $7,000, I'm looking for a bottle of Jack Daniels and a razor blade right now. You know what I'm saying? Like $7,000, it's just not in my equation. But you know what? He knows it's just like anything, man. You're a good enough poker player. If you have a big enough bankroll, you're going to be down sometimes. You're going to be up sometimes. It's just the reality of it. And hopefully, you play enough so it'll even out eventually. Like last year I won. I didn't win much, but I hit a $4,000 royal, and I don't play many dollars, and that one helped offset me, along with a 50-cent royal in Vegas. And I just had about a month where I had about a $10,000 win. And when you're playing my denomination level, which is about average, we find, average, maybe just a touch higher, but that's about, if you give somebody a $10,000 pad throughout the year, they're probably going to come out smelling okay. But I'll tell you this. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please.
I was just going to say, I'll tell you though, there's been a lot of years where there hadn't been anything also. So.
Oh yeah. 2018 for me was really bad. I remember that nobly, but this year here, the sessions I put in, I got very lucky. I've had many winning years. I've actually had 19 sessions in a row winner, just piling up the money. And so I definitely have seen both sides. And then, like I said, 2018, I was questioning reality. I was like, man, can I lose any more? I just couldn't. It was horrible. And in 2019, of course, I gambled a little bit in the beginning of the year, but and then with High Stakes Danny, and did a lot of videos with that. So, I mean, it definitely have winning years, definitely have losing years, all the above. It's pretty crazy. It's a lot. It's fun and it's horrible at the same time.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster, right? I was talking to a buddy of mine, and you may have seen him on the channel too. He's under Doc's Gambling, and Doc has went to Vegas a couple times, and he actually pulled out this last trip with a royal flush, couple hand pays. He was down early, but he's won every time he's been in Vegas, and maybe 4 or 5 times or something. I mean, that's just incredible. And then he says he goes to his locals and he gets hammered, but I thought, when I first started watching this stuff on YouTube, I first started watching like slot channels, right? This was back in about 2017-ish. Everybody was brand new. Brian Christopher and a couple of the other people, NG Slots. And the slot lady hit some massive bonus. And I remember watching that a couple of times. I'm like, man, this is incredible, man. They're doing exactly what I've been wanting to do for years. And so that market kind of opened up. I probably dragged my feet for about a year and a half, actually, and then said, man, I need to start doing something, because it just aligns. Like, I enjoy the channel, even if there wasn't any pay to it. There's not that much pay, but even if there wasn't anything, I just enjoy doing it. It's just something that falls in alignment with what I do. But when I first started watching poker, it was basically you were like one of the first guys I followed. I remember you, and there was another guy named Super Dan. I don't think he's around anymore, maybe with a different channel. But that's where I kind of connected with you. And you had on one of the videos that you said you had a gambling video, and it was a good one. It just said, like in when we were playing, is when you're up, you never really think you'll be down, and then when you're down, you never really think you'll be up again. And that's so critical. Like, that's where we're at when we're gambling. And I feel like what I was telling my buddy Doc the other day is, when you're gambling and you start to get hot and you start to get like your neck starts to get goosebumps, that's when you got to back away. Because I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but yeah, when you get to that point, that's a signal to say you need to stop, because you're going to start making some bad decisions.
Yeah. Gambling is gambling. It's gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling.
It's
You never
game,
know what's
that's
gonna
all
happen.
it is. You're throwing it to the wind and you hope, it's just like, I know you said you had some Bitcoin, and I have
Yeah.
a fraction of Bitcoin and some XRP. That's what I put a
Yeah.
lot of my money into. And because I believe in the cryptocurrency, but the reality is, I still get that high from the gamble, even though the crypto, your money, you have money put away. It's playing for that 12-time multiplier on 4 aces and small kicker, man. Something about it.
Hey, you should always take some fraction of your money and put in a high risk investment. I mean, it's not, hey, all high risk investment has huge downsides. So, I mean, actually, it's one of the huge things casinos got going for them. They pay money. That's about the only thing they got going for them. And they'll maybe give you a meal if you lose your money. But honestly, that's the only thing they got going for them. If they weren't paying anything else, they'd be shit out of luck. Because honestly, I don't actually, me personally, I don't actually eat in casinos a whole lot. I don't hang out at casinos a lot. I actually don't even like to stay at casinos. That's part of the card thing. I don't want them knowing who I am, what I'm there doing. I just, breeze in and breeze out, jump around all over the place. I mean, it's just kind of, I look at Vegas as one thing, just gamble. That's all you're there for. And
Yeah.
sometimes you hang out a long time.
Yeah. Oh shit! I mean, about the 4th day is when I'm done. I'm expired in Vegas, and then I'm ready to get back. But man, them first few days, shit, dude, I'm like a kid. I'm like a kid running around at a damn bike track, man. I'm just everywhere. It's I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play at every spot. I'm ready. I'm a big foodie, of course. So I
Yeah.
like to eat. I'm ready to eat at every place. I'm ready to get a massage at every place. I mean, shit, you name it, I'm ready to do it.
You had a facial the other day. I mean, does the cat need a facial?
Story on the facial was my daughter. She wasn't. She couldn't make her appointment, so I stepped in and took her appointment. Yeah,
Nice.
no, there was nothing about purifying the face at all. It's just we weren't going to let those dollars go to the wind.
Oh, nice. Gotcha. Well, at least you got a facial. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine what I got going. You know what I mean? I need some facials for sure.
Yeah, I think it was 2 experiences in one. First and last. It was, it was relaxing, but like you said, I don't need facial.
So I got one last question for you. This is one thing is, when I see your channel, I see this. This is a show, Super Troopers. You ever see this movie, Super Troopers?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
so Super Troopers is a comedy show, very funny comedy show, actually, along the lines of, the Jim Carrey shows. Anyway, the comedy is pretty big on this, and they have this bit in there where the cops will pull over somebody and they'll have a bet on how many times they can say meow while they're stopping a person. And he goes, meow what? And the guy's like, are you saying meow? And basically they have a bet. You got to watch this skit. It's called Super Troopers. It's a movie, older movie. It's definitely funny, a very good movie. And a lot of slapstick, but and when they're talking about meow and you go meow, the big cat, I'm here. That's what I visualize. You got to watch that bit. You could probably YouTube it. It's very funny how they kind of do this bit on the people they pull over, and that's what I get when I see your channel.
That's funny.
That story right there.
You know what? So why I started doing Bigkat, because so Bigkat's been my nickname since high school, and so I would call up and do an order. I mean, 10 years ago, right? I'm like, they say name for the order, Bigkat, meow, and I would just go. I would do it because like if you say I'm the big cat, people are like, fuck you, you ain't shit, and then so then it was like I'm the big cat, meow, and then like now I'm the small cat. I don't know. It was just in my mind, and it kind of like it didn't make me it didn't make people think that I thought like, hey, I'm this, superior. It was just like, hey, this is just the joke. I'm the big cat, but really I'm a tiny cat, just like everybody.
Nice, nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the same way. I didn't have anything really in mind. I just had this little teddy bear, and I just figured, I was out of ideas for a name for my show, so I just kind of went with that.
Scotty,
But
yeah. It's crazy how it just catches, and then it's like that's just what it is. Like if your name's Scott, I just can't call you Scott. It's ScottyBear. That's what I know you as. That's what I know you as.
yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Man, it's been a lot. It's been real fun talking with you. I appreciate you coming on. I look forward to kind of talking to you and wanted to, watch your videos and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun.
Cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's always good, again, like I know exactly what you do as far as content and what you put out. And at first I didn't understand why, when I was first years ago, I didn't understand like people doing super chats or supporting channels. Now I definitely do, because I understand, when you're editing a video, it takes 2-3 hours, man. It's just, that's just you're just crap shooting it. I downloaded one this morning. Just took 45 minutes just to download it, and you got to kind of be there. I mean, it's not that I had to sit there and babysit it, but it's just extra attention taken from you. And so I think people, not that we're like, oh, poor us or none of that, they just don't understand behind the scenes, and that's why those things are set up in your to support the channel, because there is a lot that goes into to get your content back to the people. Thoughts on your mind, stopping. I find myself thinking throughout the day, what could I give these people that they could see, my authenticity, and they could get some enjoyment out of it, because I feel like, everybody loves Ma Kittle. And if you could meet her live, I mean, she's even that much more fun. She's just who she is. She's the same person you see. And so there's no glitter. She's just a good, authentic person. So that's what, when people are getting these videos from you and from the next person, sometimes at first I thought like, oh, these people are begging for money, but I see now the different side. It's not like that, man. It takes a lot of time and energy to look at, you put right here, you're at 57 minutes right now out of your day talking to some stranger up in Lansing, Michigan. What the hell's going on?
Hey, man, we're poker playing brothers. We're no strangers.
Isn't that crazy? Like that. It's crazy how like I would have never met you without YouTube, just like that. Never. I wouldn't have come across you in Vegas or New Mexico or, so it's just amazing really what YouTube has done, and brings everybody together. Like that's the one thing I really enjoy about our community. I always say it is this our community. It's on my channel, or it's our community. It's you, Scotty, it's Slot Massacre, it's Doc's Gambling, it's whoever is all part of our. I know there's a Alice in Casino Land, a Lauren XO. All these people play together. We're a community of people, and the people that watch us are our community also. We're not, it's not about my channel or your channel. It's us all together, and we all can benefit. Each one of us have a piece of knowledge that can help the next person win. Whether I say this is the next time you're up, get out of the casino. That's a valuable lesson, because you want to keep playing and hit the big score, but there's something you can take from every single person and utilize that and win. And
get up with your winnings, get out the door. It's the name of the game.
You got it, my man. So
well, anyway, it's been an hour. I won't take up more of your time. Maybe we can do this again, talk maybe about something happens down the road. Vegas is, who knows? You never know. I never can tell when I will drift in or drift out of that place again. But I hope to see you down the road.
Sounds good, buddy. Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah, you too, man. I hope you have a very lucky run this Vegas, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, bud. See you.
All right. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It is January 6, 2021. We'll see you again soon.